those outdoor furniture pieces that need covering up. So this is something that's really neat. This is item number M67181. It's the Aqua Joe garden hose stand with brass faucet and 3-foot lead hose. $39.48 on this QVC price, 3 easy payments of $13.16. And the thing that I think that is so neat about this is the fact that you can move it. This acts as, like I think I heard Vanessa say, an extension cord for your hose. How great is that? So now you can take this with you to reach those kind of hard to reach places around your home. Now you can get water to those places. So let me go ahead and bring in Sean Pickford, who always brings us these really do-it-yourself items for the home. And I think this is such a neat idea. I, again, didn't know anything like this existed, but I'm learning. And I think it's great because it's going to make my life a lot easier because I'm in the home buying process now. So I'm going to be ready after this garden season for getting everything I need for home, especially something like this. Sean, are you there?
I am here.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you this evening?
Good, good. What a
Awesome.
great idea.
Yeah, it really is because it allows you to put all different size hoses on it, whether you have one of our Aqua Joe fiber jacket hoses, one of you have a traditional hose, up to 125 feet of a traditional hose, up to 150 feet of a fiber jacket hose. And you can put this in the ground because let's face it, I have faucets all around my house here. But where do you put the hose? Well,
Right.
9 times out of 10, you coil it up and it's on the ground and it's laying there and it's kind of a mess. Well, wouldn't it be nice to have it up on a stand so it's not all muddy and dirty, so it's easy to find and it looks organized? But also think about this. A lot of us plant plants, flowers, shrubs, bushes in front of those spigots because you don't want to see them. Well,
Mm-hmm.
now, how do you get your garden hose without climbing through all that kind of stuff? Well, we give you that 3-foot leader hose that you can hook up to your faucet to move it out away from those bushes now. So you don't have to climb around through what might be a jungle at this point in time to be able to get to your hose and be able to water your plant, water your flowers, wash the car, whatever it might be.
That's so cool. I just remember growing up with the water hose just being in a big old knotted something on the ground, and you're always having
Yeah,
to step over it or it didn't reach, and we're trying to figure out creative ways to get it to reach to watch the car in the driveway. This is so much easier. And I've been saying that the whole hour, like things should be easier than what we can make them sometimes. We don't have a lot of these to go
yeah.
around either. I think we have about 300. So fewer than 300, and that's it. So take advantage of this sale price because you're actually saving a little over $8 off as well. And remember, our sale prices here don't last always. So less than 300 and on sale, like you have to get this home if you're a person that needs to like be able to put your water hose somewhere so you can get to water your plants and get to wash the car a little bit
Right.
easier.
Yeah, I mean, it's all made out of powder coated steel. You saw there's a big spike on the end. So I have these
Mm-hmm.
in planter pots because our ground is frozen out. So I just have it in some stone here. I have it in some sand over here. So you can stake it in wherever you want. You can move it around if you want. And there's no tools required to put this together when you get it home. There's a couple pieces that push together. There's a wing nut on the back. Notice there's all brass fittings when it comes to everything on here. So it's not cheap plastic hardware. It's really good quality stuff, so much so that we give it a 2-year warranty that comes with this. So we stand behind it. Look, mine are 3 years old. I brought these in from outside because I had them stored out by the shed. They look like they're brand new even after 3 years.
Yeah.
So when you make something of quality and you powder coat the steel like we've done here, you know it's going to last, especially being out in the elements. I just love how easy it is to coil everything up, have it in a nice place. Having this 3-foot leader hose here to be able to move things out away from the bushes. A lot of people plant rose bushes. I don't want to climb through the rose bushes
Right.
to turn on the hose every time.
Right.
This is so much easier.
Yeah. And again, easy, which means now you're going to be able to get to anything you need to water easily. So whether you
Right.
are watering those rose bushes or you're washing the car or you're just watering the grass, now you don't have to worry about that or, trying to get back in there to turn it on and possibly hurting yourself. No, and it's portable so you can move it
Yeah.
around. That's the key. This is portable. So move it around, and it can take up to a hose. This is 125 feet in length.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah, you
lot of
can put
hose.
it's a whole lot of garden hose, whether it's the fiber jacket one here, whether it's traditional 5/8 inch hose like I have here. So it's a great way to store it too. So you can unhook it from the faucet, carry it in and put it in the shed or in the garage in the winter if you want to
Right.
do that. So the hose doesn't have to stay out there. The caddy doesn't have to stay out there. But you put this where you want in your yard. You put it where it's most convenient for you. It makes it so much easier to wrap the hose up when you don't have to lean over and it's not laying in a
Yeah.
puddle. It's not all dirty because it's laying in the ground. So this makes it so much easier to be organized, to get
And
it up off the ground.
And
Yeah,
Sean, I remember too, like sometimes I remember growing up where people would leave the hose out during the winter. And then they
right.
come back and try to use it in the spring and it doesn't work. It's like it's a
Not going to
mess.
happen.
So this
Right.
is nice so you can actually keep it together in a really nice presentation. So now it stores easily. During those cold months, you don't have to worry about that. And you're also protecting your investment. So who wants to keep buying
Yeah.
hose after hose after hose every year? You don't want to
Yeah.
do that. So this is really nice. You can bring it in if you want to. Once it starts getting cold, which is I definitely would suggest that because I do remember being younger and the water hose like freezing over when we were ready to play out in the summertime and the water hose and it couldn't. It didn't work. So what a neat idea. It's item number M67181. It's from Aqua Joe. It's the garden hose stand with brass faucet and 3-foot lead hose. It's on a sale price of $39.48. You're saving $8.27 off of our QVC price. 3 easy payments of $13.16, and this is coming home. And this is the only color that we have here. This really nice gray. Love it. It has the blue here on the end, so you will find it in all of the brass construction here. Thank you so much, Sean.
Thank you. Have a good night.
That was great. Learned a lot about that. Okay, so one last item this hour, and I think it's time to protect your feet in the garden.